Quite possibly the world's first historian, Herodotus detailed the expansion of the Achaemenid Empire under rulers like Xerxes I and Darius the Great. Herodotus' book, The Histories, also contains descriptions of the ethnic makeup of the people of Persia. This includes their myths and legends. In the Histories, Herodotus recounts his expedition to the far reaches of Persia, specifically India, where he encounters something peculiar: gold-digging ants. Here in this desert, there live amidst the sand great ants, in size somewhat less than dogs, but bigger than foxes. The Persian king has a number of them, which have been caught by the hunters in the land whereof we are speaking. Those ants make their dwelling underground, and like the Greek ants, which they very much resemble in shape, throw up sand heaps as they burrow. Now the sand which they throw up is full of gold. Puzzling, isn't it? Ants the size of small mammals that collected gold for Persia. This mystery circulated for over 2,500 years, with these ants appearing in bestiaries throughout antiquity and medieval era. It was so widespread that even Alexander the Great attempted to search for these mythical beasts on his way to India. To make the story even more confusing, a later 2nd century Greco-Christian text from the city of Alexandria, the Physiologists, detailed a supposed ant with eerily similar characteristics to those of the gold-digging ants. There was one major difference. These ants guard the tombs of fallen Ethiopian rulers and had the head of a lion, giving them the name ant lions. These very same ant lions are what gave Valve, the creators of the series Half-Life, the idea for the creatures with the same name. Now what were these gold-digging ants? In 1996, a team of researchers and scholars traveled to India to find out. They interviewed dozens of locals and studied Herodotus' texts. Eventually, after a month of dedication, the explorers were able to pinpoint the supposed location. One of the most inaccessible regions of the Himalayas, near the delta of the Indus River. To their shock, the team saw them, dozens of them, the fuzzy fox-sized ants. Wait, fuzzy? That's right. The supposed gold-digging ants were in fact marmots, a subterranean species of squirrel with bushy fur. But these marmots had no signs of digging up gold. For this, the team consulted the villagers living in the area. They were told the gold was on the other side of the Indus. It took the team 14 years to get to the other side of the Indus because it was in Pakistani territory. Since that land was a military zone, it was off-limit to foreigners. The team had to disguise themselves. Mr. Paisal, who headed the expedition, commented, "We went out to the Donsar plain, overlooking the Indus, at an altitude of some 10,000 feet. It was astonishing. There was the marmots, the burrow, and the piles of sand they had thrown up. A landslide had exposed the darker gold-bearing soil that was 3 feet below the surface. That was the same soil the marmots brought up from under the sand. There were just 2 questions remaining. Why did Herodotus call them ants, and what were the antlions of Ethiopia? The first had a simple explanation. The Persian word for marmot was mountain ant. Herodotus was not a native speaker, so he got the 2 words confused. As for the antlions, it was also a case of misinterpretation. When translating the book of Job, the authors of the Septuagint, a Greek rendition of the Bible, misinterpreted the Hebrew word for lion, are, as merminkolin, or antlion, and so the mystery spanning 2 millennia was solved.